some instructions on what kind of design aspects it should follow. Okay, each slide, and so it's a very lengthy one, so I'm not going to discuss this, but this is a prompt which I have customized and I've made it for myself. And then I'm going to click on canvas. Please keep in mind, for this particular feature, you have to enable the canvas option, and then from fast, I'm going to keep it as pro. All right. So now it will make a 5-slide presentation deck. Let's see what the output is. So it usually takes like 2 to 3 minutes for a 5-slide presentation. If it's more, obviously it will take more time for it to make, but hopefully the output would be good. Last 2-3 days when I was working on it, I was impressed by the output. Let's see what we get now. Okay, wow. I loved it. I don't know about you guys, but I personally love this. So look at this presentation. Okay, and obviously you can export this to Google Slides, and then if you want to make any edits, you can do it from there, or you can make edits from the prompt here as well. So let me show you how it looks like. So it has a very nice title page, great. It talks about the philosophy, it's an emotion, okay. Look at the content as well. For our community, chai isn't just a drink, a pause in the chaos, a warm hug, a conversation starter. Chai is the new coffee. Okay, maybe I will not keep this point because chai is chai after all. The perfect craft, we believe in the power of pure ingredients, nice premium tea, fresh spices, and slow brew. Okay. Your third place, designed for connection and comfort, fast Wi-Fi, cozy seating, chill, low-fi beats, amazing. And visit us. So it also provided for me. Example, okay, now I want to make a change on this one. I want to mention it's not downtown Dubai, but it's Dubai Knowledge Park where we are based. So I will say make change in slide 5 because it's slide number 5. So I mentioned slide 5 instead of downtown Dubai. Mention our location as Dubai Knowledge Park. Okay, and then now. So now what will happen is it will go and make change to this particular slide for you. Meanwhile, let me go back to the presentation and see. Okay, so this is our next to make. All right, so it comes back again, it gives me the output. So I'll quickly go back to the end slide. You see, now it has made me the connection over here. And I can also mention the location, everything I want to add, I can do that. So I loved it. You can also see if I just keep it this way, I can also change the background for dark mode and for normal mode, right? Okay. Now, the next is Gemini. I will show you that how we can make a simple website. And for this, you don't have to learn any coding, right? Now, this is very good, specifically people for like us who do not come from the programming or coding background. So still we can make a simple functional website. And I also show you how we can host this website, okay? So for this, I already put up a prompt over here. I'm just copying my prompt. I'll go to Gemini. Okay, should I use this one? Okay, let me just use the same one. I'll use the same. No, let me just make a. Okay, let's take the same one. Yeah. So I'll put the prompt, but I'll just make small changes. So in the name, so I mentioned you're an expert web designer. Design a menu page in HTML for a tea shop. Tea instead of shop, I'm called cafe. Tea cafe called not correct minded, but chai minded. Okay. All right, for like-minded people who love chai in Dubai, it should have sections for variety. Da, da, da. Okay, all right, good. So, and then I'm instead of pro, I select make sure pro, and then I click on enter. So now what we'll do is it will make a functional website, and you'll be amazed by the output. Let's see what output we get now. So it does all the coding work it has to do, CSS, everything which is necessary. Excuse me. Now imagine if you would have given this work to a programmer or somebody, a web designer, it would have taken weeks. But now it will just take five, not even 5 minutes, actually 3, 4 minutes. Look at this. Wow. So it gives me full function website. Okay, set, connect, belong. Nice for like-minded people who believe. Okay, it has a view menu, which is a clickable button. Variety of chai. It made a nice menu. Okay, Zafran chai, Suleimani, Kashmiri pink tea, iced color. Nice. It also adds snacks. Very good. Chai parathas. Okay. Bun maska. My colleagues here will be very happy. And it also understood from my previous prompt that we are based in Dubai Knowledge Park. So it also added over here. Great. One thing I would do is I will ask him to add some hero image because I don't want it blank. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, not bad, but still I'm not that happy with it. But yeah, it still looks good. So if I want, I can make further iterations and I can make, okay, I did not like this image, please add something else. So you can play around with this and you can make. But right now it's a website ready for you. Now, how do you make use of this website? Where do we host it? How do we access this website, right? So let's work on that one. For this, what you need to do is there's a website called as One Compiler. As you can see, I'm sharing the screen right now. There's a website called One Compiler. So we are going to make use of this particular website. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my Gemini. I'll click on Share, Copy Content. Okay, I've copied it in my clipboard. I'll come on this website called One Compiler. You can just sign in with your account as I've done over here. And then you click on HTML. Now, when you click on HTML, on the left-hand side, you will see this code written over here. Just select this code. We don't need this. I'm just going to click on backspace. And I'm going to paste the code which Gemini has given me for the website. Now, once you have this, click on Run. Now, you will see it has come up with this. It is giving me the complete one with the code itself, right? Now, what I need to do is I need to okay, so I click over here, then I'll click on second, so download, okay. Yeah, okay. So I'll download, and once I've downloaded, it will give me an index HTML file. This is what we need. Okay, I'll just check 1 second. Let me check my downloads folder. Yeah, you can see over here, I have this index. HTML file. Now what you need to do is you need to just click on this index file, right click and compress this into a zip file. Okay, so the same file I've just made it into a zip file. Okay, now once you have this, then what you need to do is you have to come to another website which will do the magic for you in simple terms. So this website is called static.app. Okay, static.app. It gives you one free website. If you want to host more websites, then obviously you need to go for a paid account. So for a demo purpose, I just have signed in into this static.app website. And once you sign in, you get this option called sites. So I click on new website. Now I'm going to select the index file, this one, and then I'm going to give some name to it. Okay, title I would say what I mind today, something like this, and save changes. Oops, I did something mistake. I missed something. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Let me see what's. Okay, I think so. It's working. Just let's give it some moment for this. Okay, it's ready. When you click, and you have the preview over here, and you have a full-fledged website ready for you. Right? We completed this whole thing in less than 10 minutes. Insane. Right? And so this one. And any changes you want to make, you go back to Gemini, you put the prompt, make the necessary change, get the updated code, put it over here, and you have your website ready for you. All right? Now, that's one. I think so we've covered. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fine. So now we come to the last tool that I want to showcase and I want to give a demo, which is my personal favorite tool, which is called Notebook LM. Now, as I already mentioned, Notebook LM is a product of Google, just like Gemini. The key thing with Notebook LM is that it will only work with the sources that you will give. Okay. So for example, what I'm currently on Notebook LM right now. Okay. So on the left hand side, you can add sources over here. The sources can be a YouTube video, it can be PDF file, can be Word document, can be a Google Doc, or it can be what else? PPT, I think so. It also accepts, and any copy paste text you can also put it over here, right? So that it is what is called as sources. Now, whatever information the output it will give you from this source, from these sources, and not from the internet. All right. So that is something you can make use of it. So I use this in my classroom all the time. So for example, I would I will add a textbook, multiple textbooks which I'm referring to for my course content. And then I will say that, okay, I'm covering this particular topic. What are the different textbooks are talking about this XYZ topic which I want to cover in the class? So it will give me the complete, inputs on what I need to make use of. And then I will use that and make into my presentation deck. Okay, that's one use case. So I'll show you yesterday when I was working. So I made this. Okay. Now here, what I'm going to do is, if you remember, I told you that the living document that we had created, personal knowledge document for Claude, I can use the same over here as well. So what I can do is I can add source and I can click on my Google Drive. I guess it will ask me to connect. No. And see, you will see personal knowledge. I have this file, so I'm going to click on this. So now what Notebook LM is doing is Notebook LM is now capturing this information which I have over here, and I can ask questions and will give me the output from it. Right? It works great. It gives me the information on. For example, somebody is working as an HR professional. You have company